Hey, hey.
Yep, you guessed it. Your boy Mark Zuckerberg has made it back into the headlines. Once ranked amongst the top 3 richest people in the world according to the Forbes Rich list, Mark has taken a big fall from the list recently. In September of 2021, his net worth peaked at a staggering $142 billion. But the spectacular failure of the launch of the Metaverse Platform, along with changing ad policies from competitor Apple and fierce competition from new social media platforms such as TikTok, have seen his net worth plummet to $34 billion at the time of recording this video. And to put it bluntly, more pain is on the way for Zuckerberg, as the company Meta, once valued at $1 trillion, has reportedly lost over 70% of its value. And the situation only gets worse. The company reported a 52% decrease in net profits, and that they will be laying off thousands of workers next year to cut costs. It seems Meta is in serious trouble if nothing is done to reverse its spiral into the abyss. Let's take a deeper look into the reasons why Meta is failing. Meta has got itself into a downward spiral from a combination of factors. Some directly caused by the company itself, and others caused by external factors. Firstly, let's not ignore the elephant in the room. If you haven't already heard, the launch of the Metaverse platform has been a complete and utter failure. According to the firm's financial filings, Meta has pumped $36 billion into the project since 2019, with little to show for it. Reality Labs is a subsidiary of Meta's VR and Metaverse arm, and remains massively unprofitable, posting close to a $4 billion operating loss in the most recent quarter. This has made investors anxious, some urging Meta to refocus its attention on its more reliable core businesses of ads and paid messaging. However, Mark Zuckerberg is hell-bent on continuing to pour billions into his monstrosity of a project he calls the Metaverse, arguing that it's the future of computing. In the latest shareholder meeting, Zuckerberg admitted that the company will continue to lose a significant amount of money in the next 5 years. Dumping billions into a project that looks and feels no better than a cheap VR chat is complete ludicrousy. If you haven't already tried Meta's Horizon Worlds, let me spare you the time and boredom. Simply put, it sucks. It's a lame attempt at a virtual world where you walk around in an attempt to talk to strangers. Yeah, and I know what you're thinking. This footage from the Metaverse is just a placeholder for the time when the real Metaverse launches, right? Wrong. This is actual footage of the finished product. And in order to access Horizon Worlds, you'll need to purchase an expensive headset with a ridiculous entry price of around $400 that, according to Mark, will make you feel like you're really there, only to discover that users in the Metaverse have no legs and float around the place with dodgy movements. Yeah, right, Mark. So much for photorealistic graphics. He does look more human in the Metaverse than he does in real life, but that isn't the case for the rest of us. Furthermore, you can customize your avatar. Yeah, sure, if you want to pay extra with real-world dollars to dress your character in some woke-looking costumes. The entire experience feels like one of those training games you play during orientation of a new job. I don't know about you guys, but the Metaverse is more like a creepy dystopian sci-fi film than something that is meant to bring us together. It's no surprise why mental health problems have exploded. It seems like Zuck's sights aren't set on gaming. He wants everything to exist in the Metaverse. Government, banking, business, and all things pertaining to private life, in an effort to further control and collect valuable data from its users. He wants everyone to be buying mansions and farms on his Metaverse, while he buys the real mansions and farms in the real world, and you're living in a tiny shoebox studio apartment in real life. The thought of this type of Metaverse really makes me want to go outside. Even if the Metaverse was completely free, even if Zuckerberg gave me the headset for free, and there was no ads, I still wouldn't want to spend more than 1 minute in this depressing virtual world he called the Metaverse. It's ironic to think the general advice in the past was, don't sit too close to the TV, it's bad for you. Fast forward to today, where the objective is, strap on this TV to your face for 12 hours a day. How times have changed. Did you know the Metaverse literally got its name from the novel Snow Crash, where the Metaverse was a virtual reality-based successor to the internet? In the novel, people used digital avatars of themselves to explore the virtual world, often as a way of escaping a dystopian reality. I really hope our reality isn't heading down the same path. But surely there must be someone that is excited about Zuck's Metaverse. What do the Meta employees think about it? Surely they are just as excited as Mark is about it. Surely they are proud to be working on such a monumental project. Nah, even some of his employees have mentioned that they are unhappy with the project. Memos from Meta's vice president of the Metaverse, Vishal Shah, has stated that the project has way too many quality and performance issues. It's fascinating to see a giant tech company like Meta faceplant so completely. Billions of dollars spent, and no one in the company dared to tell Mark his idea sucks. It sucks because it's outdated, badly executed, and serves no demand from anyone. No one had told Mark that Second Life had come and gone and had better graphics. Well done, Meta. $18 billion well spent. To add to Meta's problems, the latest data indicates that younger users are ditching Facebook and opting for competitor platforms like TikTok. The reason, you may ask? It seems that users have caught on to Facebook's dictatorship-like tactics and have had enough of the censorship and political agendas. The company, in February, reported that it had lost users for the first time in history. No wonder. Facebook has also underestimated the negative reaction to over-personalized content. It's not just stories in the media that form bad reputation. Targeted ads too often is unnerving. The ads start becoming less about content and more about how creepy they are. These days, the only reason anyone is using Facebook is for the marketplace feature. In all honesty, Facebook is slowly fading into obscurity similar to that of MySpace. To add insult to injury, late last year, Apple announced it would be implementing a little thing called the App Tracking Transparency Framework. Without getting into the boring technical details, what this essentially means is that Apple has put the ads tracking permission in the hands of its users. But from the perspective of Meta, this is a detrimental move, as it directly impacts the effectiveness of Meta's advertising platform. So advertisers are spending less money on advertising, as this feature makes advertising less powerful. Due to these changes, advertisers are jumping ship to other platforms like Snapchat and TikTok to run their ads, diversifying away from Facebook. To add fuel to the fire, advertisers are not the only ones abandoning Meta. There's a growing trend in users deleting their Facebook accounts and moving to other platforms. Elon Musk, along with Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, have publicly come out and stated that they are deleting their Facebook accounts due to Facebook's data collection policies. All these factors combined have put Meta in a vulnerable position. Many experts predict that this is the beginning of the inevitable collapse of the company. I think many people agree that if Facebook loses, everyone wins. We're in this weird age where it feels like all major organizations are laughably out of touch with target audiences and consumers.